what's going on? It is your friend Church Boy, and you know who I have in the building with me, baby. It's been a long time coming. It is the First Lady. Greet us in the name of Jesus.
Well, hello and welcome back.
Welcome. You said that right. Welcome back. It has been how long?
Yes.
You know, we had Black History Month.
Weeks.
A few weeks. It's been about a month. We had Black History Month and took Black History Month off. I guess we say this month we gonna take a vacation.
Well, it wasn't planned to be taken off. We had a few technical difficulties.
Yes, a few technical difficulties. You know, at some point we couldn't get this thing to work. And so I thought I was going to have to spend some money, but then I laid hands on it and put some oil on it, and it started. No, I'm just playing. But we got it working, which is a very good thing.
Praise the Lord.
Praise God. So, First Lady, how are you feeling? I'm just so giddy today.
I'm happy to be back. I really missed it.
You missed it?
I really missed it. Yes,
I missed them
yes,
too,
yes,
yeah.
Yes. It seems like it has been forever.
It really does.
Yes, but I miss it, and we are so happy to be back. And I hope and pray that you all tune in, that you all have not forgotten about us.
I don't think they've forgotten about us. You know, according to the numbers, apparently they've been missing us too. You know, people been listening to the reruns.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
We got some people who are dedicated, and that's a good thing.
Yes.
But First Lady, can I tell you something? I have been missing you. Yes, I have been missing you. It seems like forever.
I'm right here.
You right here?
I'm right here.
How close are you?
I'm real close.
You real close? Can I touch you?
And I'm not going anywhere.
You're not going anywhere. Can I touch you? Can I touch you?
You touching me.
I'm touching you.
You touching me. I feel you.
You feel me? You feel me, baby? Yeah, you know, speaking of feel, do you know, so I read this article, and here's the article. It says, butt squeezes boost health. Squeezing your partner's butt may be good for your health.
How is that?
I kid you not. Yes, they are saying butt squeezes helps boost your health. It says apparently physical touch between partners triggers the release of oxytocin, a hormone linked to stress reduction, lower blood pressure, and stronger emotional bonding. That includes playful gestures like squeezing your partner's butt. Researchers have long studied how regular affectionate contact between couples affect long-term well-being. The findings consistently show that small, frequent acts of physical intimacy have measurable physiological benefits beyond just improving mood. So guess what? Every time I squeeze your butt,
it gets bigger.
It gets bigger. You get more vibrant. You know, I'm trying to relieve your stress.
I tell you, this show have enlightened me so much. And some things I've never heard of.
Listen.
Not only informing the listeners, but it's informing me too.
That's why I'm here, baby. See, everything that I do has a purpose. So when I grab you and I grab a handful of your butt and I shake it and it's pressed down, shaking together, and it starts to run over, it's because I want you to stay with me and be here for a while. I want you to be healthy.
Okay.
You just don't need...
okay, I remember that. I remember that.
You gonna remember that? Oh,
yes.
Lord. It ain't just Wheaties. That's good for you.
Squeezing butts.
Squeezing butts. See, maybe if you squeeze mine a little bit, maybe it'll come back.
I do squeeze yours.
Oh, okay.
I pat it.
You pat it? You can't squeeze this no more. Ain't nothing to squeeze.
I can grab
it. Hey, listen, we got a great show for you on today. I've been waiting to say this for a long time. This is the Church Boy and First Lady show. Welcome to the ride.
There were nights I walked alone, tried to carry burdens on my own. Thought I had to earn your love, but mercy kept lifting me up. I fell short more times than I can say. Still your hand never pulled away. When the world said I was done, your grace said I'm still your son.
I try to hide the broken parts of me,
but your love saw everything,
every failure, every fall.
Yet you never let me go at all.
Grace still covers me,
even when I fall down to my knees.
your mercy reaches deeper than the sea.
Grace still covers me,
Grace still covers me.
when the enemy reminds me of my past. Your forgiveness says it will not last. Grace still covers me. I remember where you brought me from. Oh, all the battles that your love has won. Oh, every scar tells a story clear. You were always right here. When I thought my faith was gone, you whispered softly, just hold on. Through the fire and through the rain, your grace erased my shame.
Took the pieces of my heart
And made something beautiful out of the dark.
Grace still covers
me, even when I fall down to my knees.
your mercy reaches deeper than
The sea, grace still covers me.
Grace still covers me.
When the enemy reminds me of my past, your forgiveness says it will not last. Grace still covers. If your grace wasn't there, I don't know where I'd be. I don't know where I'd be, lost in my mistakes, with no victory. But you look beyond my flaws and saw the best in me. Now my life is living proof. Grace still covers me. Yeah.
Grace
Still covers me.
Grace still covers
When I
me.
didn't deserve it, you kept loving me. You kept just loving me. You kept restoring me. Yeah. Your grace still covers me.
Grace still covers
And I'm
me.
standing here because you set me free. Yeah. I'll tell the world what you've done for me.
Grace still covers me.
Your grace
still
covers me. Grace still covers me.
still covers
Me. And I'm standing here because you set me free. Yeah. I'll tell the world what you've done for me. Grace still covers me. Your mercy still covers me. Oh, your mercy
still covers me.
I'm living proof today.
Grace still covers me.
Sick and worried. And this man is sitting in this car. Really? 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 Seriously? Seriously? Why are you sleeping in the car? Why are you sleeping in the car?
I need some rest.
So why wouldn't you come inside?
Because I can't rest in there.
Is your life that terrible that you need to be in the car? Is your life like that difficult? Why don't you come inside? For an hour you've been out here? You been out here for an hour?
It looks like it. I just need to rest.
Do you want me to bring you something?
Peace and quiet.
Come inside, baby.
No.
Come on.
No. Just close the door, please. Just close the door.
Well, I'm gonna come and sit next to you.
No.
Did you just lock the door? Open the door.
All right, what you just heard was a viral video that's going around on social media where a wife is having an issue, is having a problem because her husband is asleep in the car. And as you could hear from the video, he's asleep in the car. Why? Why is he asleep in the car? Because he can't get no rest in the house. Oh, do you know how bad it has to be for that brother to have to sleep in the car just to get some rest?
Now, that's got to be really bad. And she asks, is it that bad?
Is your life that terrible?
that you have to sleep in the car? Oh my God.
But wait a minute.
Does she not know?
Okay. What does the Bible say? Hell has no, that's not what it says. What does it say?
It's better to how this thing say? It's better to sleep on the rooftop than in the house with a nagging woman.
Boy, listen. Do you know how bad she got to be nagging that man
Oh my
for him to be out there for an hour? But that wasn't even the worst part. The worst part to me was when she's like, well, baby, just come in the house and eat something. Well, I tell you what, let me just come out here with you. Let me sit here with you. And he woke up real quick.
Like, no. Just go in the house.
Please just let me get some rest.
Not only that, he locked the door.
Okay. Did this man just lock the door on me?
He just locked the door. Yes, he did.
Yes, he did. You got to be a nagging woman.
Yes.
For him to lock the door. There's some other things going on.
And sleep in the car.
But the thing about it, here's the thing about it. And most men do this. Ladies, I'm about to teach you something right now. Most men do this. The fact that she was kind of oblivious to what was going on shows that he's been trying to hold things together on his own. He hasn't really talked about it because if he talked about what's really bothering him, it will lead to more nagging, because one question, why is it that y'all just can't get the answer to one question without asking another question? It's always another question.
Not always.
It's always another question.
Not always.
Look here, I'm talking all the brothers on today.
I'm going to sleep in the car tonight.
No, you gonna sleep right beside me, doggone it. But I'm ready to speak up for all the brothers right now. It's always another question, or it got to be something else. You know what it is? A lot of times that if we tell the truth and the truth don't sound believable, a lot of women, I won't say you, baby, but a lot of women will say, that can't be it. Tell me the truth. Lady, I just told you the truth. I'm tired. Tired of your nagging.
Yeah. And he's got to be really tired.
He really got to be tired
to sleep in the car because it's uncomfortable sleeping in the car. And it make you tired sleeping in the car because you're not comfortable.
Okay.
But he rather be uncomfortable in the car.
With some peace.
Yeah.
Than to be,
in comfort.
Yeah.
Inside in comfort.
Oh,
you can be in comfort if it makes sense and not be comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah. You can have a atmosphere that's supposed to be comfortable and just be,
miserable.
Absolutely miserable. Look here. Y'all be praying for this brother. I wish I had his name. I would pray a prayer over the phone right now, over the airwaves right now. Brother, look here. Hold on, brother. It's going to get better. It's definitely going to get better.
When your wife opens her eyes.
I thought that was crazy. But, okay, so listen, let's get into something real, something that you may need to know. Yes, our president is tripping.
Again.
And I wish I could say this isn't common, but it has gotten common. Before I get into this one I'm going to get into, let's first address this. What is he? What's his official title? I think he is the U.S. Counterterrorism Director, has just resigned because
he tired of the foolishness.
Definitely, he tired of the foolishness, and he has said out of his own mouth that Iran, which we are at war at, was not an imminent threat to the U.S. Let me let you listen. If you don't believe me, let me give you this clip real quick.
The president is dealing with the first major defection from his administration over his decision to go to war in Iran. Joe Kent, the director of the National Counterterrorism Center in the Office of the Director of National Intelligence, posted his resignation letter to President Trump online this morning, saying, quote, "I cannot in good conscience support the ongoing war in Iran. Iran posed no imminent threat to our nation, and it is clear that we started this war due to pressure from Israel and its powerful American lobby." Kent went on to say.
All right, people, you heard it. This is not fake news. This is not Church Boi and First Lady fake news. No, this is courtesy of CNBC. And yeah, he has resigned from his post because he's like, he can't go, basically, like you said, he can't deal with the foolishness. He can't go with the charades.
You got some decent people that are tired of doing things that are not, things that don't necessarily have to be done.
Absolutely. And, President Trump did end up responding to this. And, he had some things to say about Joe Kent that was not flattering. But I would say this, with the limited lookup I did about Joe Kent, he is a true soldier. He's been deployed over 11 times. I think he knows what he's talking about.
Yes.
And you got a president.
What branch of the military was President Trump in?
Apps. I was just getting ready to say, yeah, you got one who wasn't even a Boy Scout.
Come on,
and
now.
He's trying to be, look who's Pete Hegseth. What has he anyway? But yeah, so he's like, he's not going to be a part of this charade any longer. He cannot do this any longer. And quite honestly, this war, that we have started has caused a lot of problems. It has made gas go up.
Lives
have been lost. And guess what? When lives are lost, that's an issue. When gas go up, not only does the gas go up, but the price of everything goes up. Because you have to find a way to get it here.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Don't we have enough wars and troubles of our own than going and starting
a war
with someone that we don't need to start war with?
By a president who said he was going to end all the wars and
make America great again.
Yeah.
That's he's doing it backwards.
And this guy, listen, I'm not saying these things or pointing out these things because I'm necessarily a Democrat. At this point, I'm just looking for a better option. But these are just things you got to. We need to talk about, and it's the truth.
It's the truth, and what's right is right.
What's right is right. If what you're doing is wrong, I'm gonna call you out on it. It's wrong.
Right.
And if you don't have any good, if there's not a good bone in your body, I'm gonna call you out on it. Such as this right here. Take a listen.
One man who was very ill, it looked like he wasn't going to make it. I don't know. I won't mention his name. Should I? Do other people know his name? Do you want to mention it? He'll be proud. Go ahead. Tell him the story.
Okay. Well, thank you, Mr. President. Congressman Neil Dunn of Florida had some real health challenges, and it was very serious, and had a pretty grim diagnosis. And I mentioned it to the president, and I said, Congressman Dunn is a real champion and a patriot because he's still coming to work. And if others got this diagnosis, they would be apt to go home and retire. And
what was the diagnosis?
It was, I think it was a terminal diagnosis.
He would be dead by June.
Okay, that wasn't public, but yeah, okay, that's. It was grim.
Yes, you heard that right. For those that don't follow along, President Trump, with the House Speaker, just told the entire world that the congressman, I believe it said from Florida, Congressman Dunn, has a terminal illness, which, they were praising, but he gave the man pretty much the death date, that he would be dead by June, which was not publicized.
I could see if they said that and June is already gone and we are into June the next year, that he lived a year after.
There's no praise report in this.
That is crazy.
And you're giving information that nobody is supposed to know. Why would you put that man's death date out there?
Because he does not care.
He does not care.
He only cares about himself.
He has no decency. Anything that makes him look good. Oh, look how much he's working because he believes in America. Even though he's gonna die by June. Are you serious right now? This is what happens when you get a reality star as your president.
Right.
As our friend would say, that part. Crazy.
Yeah, that part. That is I can't even much find the word for that.
I can't. It's unbelievable.
Why?
But wait a minute.
But like he's so dedicated to you in a sense too.
Right.
That you will come to work.
And he was laughing about it. Did you hear him chuckling about it?
And then I look at it like this. This man is about to die and he's coming to work. It does not matter what's going on. But here on the other hand, this man, he is in good health, good mind, good spirits, and he want to quit because he don't feel like we should be in a war,
right.
So you got, it's just like you got two different things going on, but you giving this man praise, but you talking trash about the one, that's standing up for what's right.
But wait a minute, you're talking trash about him, but then you are violating his privacy.
You right.
And so either way,
he does not care.
He doesn't care. And guess what? Now you can call this poor taste or whatever you want to call it, but the fact of the matter is, you're losing both.
Yeah.
You're losing both.
Yeah.
And so,
But he's losing people all around him. How many people have resigned? How many people have left since he
Marjorie
became
Taylor
president?
Greene.
I mean, I know he fired some, but how many people have left because they will not tolerate the foolishness?
Right. And America is starting to wake up, at least some of us, and they're not tolerating
You
it.
still got some.
You still got some that are just gung-ho Trump. I heard this. I hope this is not true. But there are some people. Now, I can't prove this yet. But I just heard that there are some people actually baptizing folk in the name of Trump.
You got to be kidding.
I kid you not.
You got to be
kidding. And if there's any truth to that.
I know somebody touched me and talked about they baptizing me in the name of Trump.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, my God.
We are in the last days.
That's the Antichrist.
We are definitely.
He's acting just like the Antichrist.
Okay. Hey, listen. We got more for you on today. Stick around.
I can't believe it.
Church Boy and First Lady. I can't either. Hey, what's going on? This is your friend Church Boy, and I want to give you this special invitation. Now, I come on every week, almost every week, talking about the Lord, talking about what he can do, talking about how great he is, and just what he really means to me in my life. I like to have fun. I like to laugh. Oftentimes we give testimony, good news, things of that nature. But I don't never give an invitation. So let me just take this time to give you a formal invitation. First of all, let me just say this. Everything that I have said on this program, on this show, it's not even close to what God really means to me. He is my friend. He is my helper. He is my confidant. He is my father. He is everything that I've ever needed him to be. When I went through hard times with the passing of loved ones, God was there. When I was on the verge of making the wrong decisions and just battling in my mind, God was there. When I was on the verge of committing suicide, God was there. When I didn't know where the next meal was coming from or how I was gonna, do the things that I need to do, God was there. When I was, sitting up in the middle of the night trying to figure out how I was gonna take care of my family, God was there. When I was just outright lonely, God was there. And I say all of that to say this: everything that he's been to me, he will be for you. All it takes is you inviting him into your life. And I know there are some people that say you got to do this and you got to do that. You got to, tarry and, do all sorts of things. And you got to be in front of a church when you do it and things of that nature. But guess what? You don't have to be in front of a church. Guess what? It's not something you have to pay for. It's just a decision you got to make. It's just an invitation you got to give Christ to come into your life. And so I'm just wondering if there's anybody out there that would love to know Jesus as their Lord and Savior, that would love to know the man that I talk about all the time, the one I laugh with, everything. If you would like to know him on today, just do it right now. We can do it right now. Don't even wait till Sunday. Do it right now. You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Do it right now. Okay? If this fits the way you feel, I'm just going to pray this prayer with you, and we'll go from there, all right? Are you ready? Just say, Lord Jesus, I come to you today just as I am. I admit that I have made mistakes. I've fallen short, and I need you. I believe that you died on the cross for my sins and that you rose again with all power to save me, heal me, and make me new. Today, I open my heart to you. Come into my life, Lord. Be my Savior. Be my Lord. Forgive me of my sins. Wash me, cleanse me, and change me from the inside out. I give you my past, my pain, glory, my struggles, and my future. From this moment on, I choose to live for you. I declare that I am saved, I am forgiven, and I am yours. Thank you, Jesus, for loving me, for receiving me, and for giving me a new life. If you prayed that prayer with me, guess what? Right now, not tomorrow, not next week, not when you get to church on Sunday, but right now, you are saved. That's all it takes. That's all it took. And guess what? Church boy is so happy for you because I know this is the beginning of a beautiful relationship. Now, I'm going to encourage you, if you don't have a church home right now, find you a good church home so that they can teach you and help you enhance your relationship with Christ. Get in his presence. And guess what? When you get in his presence, you ain't got to come with the thuses and thous and try to pray like anybody else. Have a conversation like me and you are having a conversation. I promise you, you will not regret it. All right? Since you're saved, I can call you my brother, my sister. Hey, we gonna party, and we gonna party hard. Congratulations, church boy. Love you. Hey, what's going on? This is Church Boy.
And this is First Lady.
And we would like to say, first of all, thank you. Thank you for making this podcast, this show a success. We see you all over the globe. We see you in China. We see you in Africa. We see you in the United Kingdom. We see you in California, in the U.S. We see you in South Carolina, Florida, Idaho, Utah. It's all over. We see you. So now this is what we want you to do. Help us celebrate. Help us make this show even more successful. First Lady, do we not laugh on this show?
Yes.
Do we not give them the news on this show?
Yes, we do.
Do we compel them to think on this show?
Yes, we do.
And if we do all that and you are enjoying it, how about sharing the show with somebody else, all right? That's all I'm asking. I'm not asking for any money or a fee or an offering like, some church folk. No. I just want your support. Tell somebody.
It's a one-stop shop.
One-stop shop.
You get it all.
What do you get?
You get the laughter. You get the words. You get knowledge. You get news.
You get, girl, you better say that thing. Hey, join us every week. It is the Church Boy and First Lady Show. Yeah. First Lady, can you hear me now? You better talk to me, girl. I said, can you hear me now? Why are you sitting there just looking crazy at me? Talk to me, girl. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for that segment, Tea and Testimony. It's been a while since we did this. So here is the letter. She prayed with me, then prayed on me. She prayed with me, then prayed on me. Dear Church Boy and First Lady, I don't even know where to start, so I'm just going to start. So I'm just going to be real. I feel betrayed, embarrassed, and honestly, a little crazy. So boom, who is this lady? So boom, me and my ex had been together for 3 years. It wasn't perfect, but we were trying. We had just started going to church together, praying together, trying to do things right. I really thought we were turning a corner. Now here's where I messed up. I brought my best friend into everything. Oh boy, I got a feeling I know where this is going. This is my day one. I'm talking sleepovers, secrets, crying on the phone at 2 a.m. She knew everything. Every argument, every prayer, every time I said, I think he's the one. She used to literally pray with me about my relationship. Like, Lord, restore them. Lord, strengthen their bond. Tell me why she was studying him while she was praying for me. It started small. She would text him, checking on him when we had arguments. At first, I thought it was sweet. Like, wow, she really cares about both of us. Then it got weird. He started mentioning her more. She gave me a different perspective. She understands me. Oh, she understands you. Next thing I know, he's venting to her instead of me. So I confronted her. And y'all, she looked me dead in my face and said, I'm just being a friend. Don't let the enemy get in your head. I hear you, girl. Why do people always bring the devil into stuff they're doing? Anyway, me and him ended up breaking up. I was hurt, but I was trying to heal, focus on God, get myself together. A month Later, I'm on Instagram minding my business and I see a post. Her in his hoodie with the caption, God will send you what you prayed for. Amen. Excuse me? I called her. No answer. Text her. No response. Then she finally replies, I didn't want to hurt you, but God brought us together. We didn't plan this. Ma'am, yes you did. This woman got some anger issues. You planned it in you planned it in intercession. You was in spiritual warfare with me. And here's the part that really got me messed up. They're posting scriptures together, going to my church, sitting in the same section I used to sit in. And people from church are actually supporting them like it's cute. One lady even told me, well, maybe God removed you because they were meant to be. I almost lost my whole salvation right there in the parking lot. Now I'm stuck between two feelings. One side of me wants to forgive, heal, and let God deal with it. The other side of me, well, wants to pull up after service and introduce them both to my laying on of hands ministry. So please tell me, how do I move on from this kind of betrayal without turning into a bitter person? And also, be honest, would I be wrong if I switched churches or swung first? Signed, hurt, humiliated, and highly triggered.
Whew. That's a mess.
That thing. Yeah, I felt that thing. Babe, you had to see how she was doing those words, those capital letters. I tried to give it justice. First Lady.
Yes, sir.
You heard the letter. Your thoughts?
Oh, God. I got thoughts here and there.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to start at the bottom.
You going to say, okay.
She's asking, should she switch church? If it was me, I probably would.
You would?
I probably would.
Okay.
Because it's too much hurt there.
Uh-huh.
And then the church people are supporting the relationship.
It does seem like that.
Yeah. But it does not. Oh, she says her ex, but the letter didn't say whether she was divorced yet.
Well, I don't think they were married. I think they were just boyfriend and girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
But most people who are boyfriend and girlfriend, is almost like a marriage nowadays.
Yeah, okay. But anyways, well, it's a mess. First of all, you can't. I feel like this, and I haven't been burned like that, but I have been burned. You can't tell who you think may be your best friend everything.
That's true.
You can't tell people everything. Everything.
Right.
You take it to God in prayer. You don't tell them. Now, there's some things you can talk to your friend about. And I will always say, I live and I learn. You tell what you don't mind getting out.
Right.
Because
you said something right there.
Yeah, you tell what you don't mind getting out. Because 9 times out of 10, they're going to say something to somebody.
Right.
They're going to say, they might not tell the whole story, but you tell what you don't mind getting out. Things that you want to keep private, I won't say secret, but things you want to keep private, you keep those things to yourself.
Right.
And if it gets out, let it be the other person that tells it, like the other person that's in the relationship. But, and then some relationship just not meant to be.
That's true.
I mean, maybe he wasn't the one.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. I totally agree when you say you don't tell everything. And I will say, just, in my experiences with my own life and also talking to other women, women normally have more of a, they tend to tell more about their boyfriend than men tell about our girlfriend. I don't know why that is, but it's like, well, because I guess it's the emotional support. And, you know, quite honestly, when you read the letter, you know, she said this was her ace, her day one. You know, they had sleepovers and everything. So it sounded like they grew up together. They've been in each other's lives for a long time.
And I do believe that she might have had her best interest at heart, or she was for her, praying with her. I kind of believe that, you know, she was genuine
Right.
at that moment.
Uh-huh.
And then I believe when she started, you know, being a woman, you know, you don't want to be too friendly with anybody, male friend, you
Right.
know. So you kind of keep it cordial.
Right.
But as she began to talk to her and she began to open up and start telling her all these things, you know, like I can imagine she started wondering in her head, like,
Yeah.
oh, it's like that. It's like this.
Absolutely.
And then she started texting him and checking on him. And I think that's when things started to turn.
Yeah.
She began to get to know him.
Right.
And I believe that's when things started to turn.
Yeah. But
Things started to change.
here's the other thing about this. You know, you say you don't tell everything. So in the letter, she says she told her everything, not just the bad stuff, but also the good stuff.
Yes.
And how much of the good stuff did she really tell?
Too much.
Maybe Wade, you start giving out measurements and times. And listen, this is a Christian show, but let's be honest in here. We here to help people. You start talking too much about your experiences and things like that, you putting those seeds of curiosity. And then, like you said, she started texting the boyfriend as well. Being a quote unquote friend, that's very dangerous. Here's something I picked up from the letter, and everything that you said, I totally agree with. But here's one thing that I saw in the letter that maybe you didn't see. Nowhere in the letter does it talk about the friend having a boyfriend.
No, I thought about that too.
Not mad time. It seems like she's been single for a minute, you know, and for what reason, I don't know. I just don't know. But there's no mention of a boyfriend anywhere. So, you know, ladies as well as fellas, you gotta be careful what information you give. First of all, you shouldn't give too much information at all to begin with.
Right.
But especially when your friend is single, you know.
Right.
You don't know what's going on in that person's life. They might be having a very lonely moment. They might be having a drought where they ain't been loved in a long time. Why you laughing? I didn't mean it like that, but it went like that. So, you know, get out of that what you may. But, you know, they may be going through a drought. And so they haven't had anybody special in their life. And so they're sitting there saying, if I just had someone like that, you know, especially when you start talking about the good stuff too. If I just had somebody like that, you know, I often brag on you a lot, but I'm only going to brag on certain things. I ain't going to tell them everything, you know, then, you know, I'm going to be in jail. That's just what's going to happen. So, you know, you got to watch yourself.
And then you don't know what that boyfriend is telling her friend either.
Right.
When they're texting, I mean, you know she's texting, but they might be calling. You don't know.
Right.
And he might tell one side and she's telling another side, and the friend is getting out of it what she wants.
Right. Ladies, let me tell you this. Your relationship is in trouble. Your relationship is done. If you ever hear a man say, she understands me. If you ever hear those words,
right,
your relationship is done. Because that's what men look for, a woman that understands them. You can forget about all the looks and all that stuff. Yeah, I mean, you know, nice hips, nice lips, all that good stuff. That's great. But when a man finds a woman who understands him, he will take a woman that doesn't look as attractive and make her his if she understands him, because it's not often you find that. A woman that seems like she understands what you're going through, sees your point of view. That's rare. And so if you ever hear your man say that, look out. Look out.
You in trouble?
You in trouble. Would I leave the church? I don't know. I might leave. The flesh side of me would say go, but you really got to just understand, had God sent you there? Is this really where God told you to be?
Yeah,
and the other thing is,
that's another way to look at it too. But
yeah,
just Sunday after Sunday, you walking in, you trying to heal, and it's like salt is being put on the wound every time you see them sitting in the same spot you and him used to sit in.
Yeah.
That's devastating.
I get it.
And that's your girl.
Yeah.
That's your girl, and this is the one you thought you was gonna spend the rest of your life with. And even if you, I don't know, took a break or whatever, I don't know, but that, that will be between you and God.
Yeah, just before you go, just pray about it, because I will say this, and I have experienced this. A good church is hard to find.
It is.
A good church is hard to find. Hey, listen, we got some more to come. This is Church Boi and First Lady. We'll be right back.
Lord, you're not just the one who supplies my needs. You're the Father who cares for the real me. When the tears fall heavy in the midnight hour, whoa, you remind me of your keeping power. Every fear, every hidden cry, you hold my hand, you don't pass me by. The world can't give what my soul requires. You give me peace that the money can't buy. You're more than a supplier. You're my Father, my friend. You see my tomorrow, and you're faithful till the end. When I'm broken, you restore me. When I'm lost, you draw near. You're more than a supplier. You're a Father who wipes my tears. Oh, yeah. You don't just give, Lord, you walk with me through the valleys into victory. When I can't see past the storm I'm in, you lift me up and call me child again. Yeah. Every fear, every hidden cry, you hold my hand, you don't pass me by. The world can't give what my soul requires. You give me joy that a money can't buy. You're more than a supplier. You're my Father, my friend. You see my tomorrow, and you're faithful till the end. When I'm broken, you restore me. When I'm lost, you draw near. You're more than a supplier. You're a Father who wipes my tears. Ooh. More than enough. 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 but a father of love. Yeah.
God don't like divorce, but he loves the people that get them. Now, not too many preachers gonna tell you that because they scared, and all they gotta do is put themselves in that situation. Would I stay in a marriage where I'm getting hit by a bat 2 or 3 times a day, where I'm getting cussed out and devalued all the time? Will I stay there? There's an adjective that goes before my no. And it starts with an H, and that's all I'm gonna say. No. And you tell somebody to stay there, and then months later you have to bury those people? Because the preacher didn't study hard enough to let you know that was Old Testament requirement. I will never, ever, ever tell a couple that comes to my office, stay there. In fact, one couple came to my office talking about, well, my husband beating on me. I said, okay, so first of all right, you hush. First of all, you got some place you can go? All right, so because you need to leave him until he decide that you're not a punching bag. And that might not happen. So you need to leave him, okay? And then you hit her again. Hit her again.
All right. First Lady, you heard the clip. That comes courtesy of Pastor Creflo Dollar, and he was speaking on divorce and what I would consider a ground for divorce or grounds for divorce. So what I want to bring up on today is, should I divorce? Should I not divorce? Is it okay to divorce? What does God really think about it? And, we are still at a time where people preach totally against divorce. You stay no matter what's going on, no matter what you got to go through. You stay because that is the covenant that you made between you, your spouse, and God. But is it at any time okay to be divorced or to get a divorce? First Lady, first of all, how do you feel about divorce? Do you think it's okay? Do you think that being or the importance of staying together is outdated? What are your thoughts on this?
Well, the funny thing I would say about divorce, I agree with Pastor Creflo.
Okay.
I definitely agree with what he said, but it's crazy. I'm sitting here thinking, I think, and for you all that I know we have mentioned that this is our both of us, our second go round. And to tell you the truth, it might sound a little funny, it might sound a little crazy. I think I was more excited when I got divorced than I was when I got married.
You were more excited to be divorced?
I was more excited and happy to be divorced than I was when I got married. I mean, I was
the
happy.
First time.
Yeah.
When you got married the first time.
When I got married the first time. Yeah. I was happy. I was excited, but I think I was more excited when I got divorced. But anyway, how I feel about divorce, I think people should have the right to make that decision about their lives. And even the Bible speaks of divorce. God honor marriages and covenants, but there are grounds in the Bible for divorce. God allows you to get a divorce or say it's okay to get a divorce, but nobody wants to be with nobody that's belittling them all the time.
Right.
Or telling them how bad they are, or all kind of negative things. This destroys a person. It destroys their mind. It destroys their inner being. It destroys everything about them. It damages them.
Right.
And sometimes, when you have done everything you know how to do, which in my case, I think I did everything I knew how to do. If you've been counseling and that didn't work, we had counseling and all of that. But if that person just choose, I don't want to be there anymore, and then I don't want to be in a marriage. If somebody don't want to be with me anymore,
right?
I don't want to be there. But yeah, I don't have, I don't have any objections against divorces.
Got you. And this is a topic that needs to be talked about, because even now I run into people who feel like they are going to go to hell. They are dishonoring God if they get a divorce. And yes, people will quickly point out that the Bible says God hates divorce and so on and so forth, but God hates a lot of things. And here's the thing that I've always found intriguing, that oftentimes so many Christians recognize that sin is sin. No matter what it is, sin is sin. There's no big sin, there's no little sin. Sin is sin. And so we will give grace to people who kill folk. We will give grace to people who commit adultery or fornicate, whatever it may be. We will give grace to those people. But if you mention the word divorce to some, they look at it as something as, that will lead to eternal damnation, and there is no recovery. Now, listening to the clip that we just heard from Pastor Creflo Dollar, that was a case where, for your average person, it's a no-brainer. Somebody going upside your head every day. Why in the world are you staying? But still yet, there are some people that say, well, no, you got to deal with it. You signed the contract. You said that God gave you this person. You got to deal with it. And so he was saying, someone going upside your head and abusing you, threatening your life every day, it shouldn't be that hard or shouldn't be that difficult to figure out. You need to leave.
Yeah. Some people just operate out of ignorance.
Yeah.
They don't really understand the scriptures. They don't know how to dissect the scriptures. And if there's a pastor or a leader or someone in position that these people are going to for counseling, and they tell them to stay, and something happens to that person's blood is going to be on that leader's hand. Because if that person dies, tell me, who is that crazy to tell somebody to stay in an abusive relationship where somebody beating you every day for nothing? Right. Even if you did wrong, it's still wrong for them to abuse you like that.
Right.
So who in their right mind, okay, you come stay in this house with this man or this woman. No, if you feel like it's all right, you come stay with him. Because I'm getting like Pastor Creflo Dollar. I'm getting the H up out of him.
Right.
No, you will not beat me another day. Another day. You have to know God for yourself. That's why it is so important to know the word for yourself. It's good to have leaders, but it's good to study for yourself.
Right.
But no, I would never, like Pastor Creflo say, I would never, ever. Even if you leave, and like he said too, even if you leave, to give that person, that man or that woman, because you got some women that abuse these men too.
Man, what you talking about?
Even if you leave to
Straight
separate
thugs.
for a while to try to get yourself together, and you come back together, okay, that's fine. That's fine. But if you come back and they still, sometimes you come back and they're worse.
Exactly.
But if you can reconcile and get the help that you need, then you can reconcile and things are better. Okay. But if this person is
Now, I want to bring up another point that you kind of alluded to, and I just want to shine a light on it. So you were saying how people are abusing their spouse for no reason. Okay, what if that spouse, quote unquote, has a reason? What if the spouse who is now being abused has kind of caused the abuse? In other words, they did something that riled up the anger in that person, and gave them a reason to, although it may be minute, a justifiable reason as to why they're getting abused. Because here's the thing. There are some people who have done, I'm thinking about some folk that I've met in my past. There are some people who at the time, I don't know about now, but at the time were currently being abused, whether that be physical or verbal or mental. They were being abused. And the reason they were being abused was because they did something that caused that other person's anger. And so I know for a few of them, the reason why they stayed in it was because they felt like they caused it. This was their judgment for what they did. What do you tell that person?
There's still not a reason to abuse anyone. If you're going to forgive them, okay, you know what they did, and maybe they confessed to you what they did. That was your opportunity then to forgive and continue in the relationship, or I just can't let it go. I can't deal with it anymore. You know, I think it's best for us to separate. And there's no reason. If you say you're going to forgive me, that don't mean you're going to keep throwing it up in my face every day. And every time you throw it up in my face, you're going to slap me, or you're going to punch me, or you're going to do whatever, or you're going to call me nasty names. There is still no reason for that person to be abused. If you say, I'm sorry, you ask them for their forgiveness, and they forgave you. You know, there's no reason for you to bring it up every day and you know, to abuse me every day about it, because that's not love. That's not love. And then if you're in a relationship, it's love is powerful.
They say love conquers all.
Yeah, it does. But love is so powerful, it will see beyond that fault. It will see beyond that fault. But no man or woman should feel like being abused is
justifiable.
It's justifiable, or it's my fault that I'm being abused. No. No. You should never be abused in any type of relationship for any type of reason. And that's why you have solutions. You have counselors. If somebody have done you wrong, or if there was infidelity, or if there was abandonment, or whatever it was, if you can get beyond that point and say, I forgive you, you shouldn't still be trying to abuse that person.
I definitely agree. I definitely 100% agree. And listen, you know, see, sometimes I feel like this. Sometimes the person who's doing the abusing, and we're just going to use a scenario we just talked about. You know, they were done wrong by the individual that they're now abusing. Sometimes I feel like they just need to be honest, as you stated, and say, you know what? I can't deal with this. Every time I look at you, I'm thinking about the person you was with, or every time I look at you, I think about all that I invested in you, all the years I invested in, to know that you took it for granted and disrespected me or didn't appreciate me. It just hurts me. And as much as I want to forgive you, I forgive you, but I don't know if I can be in the same room with you and still treat you or love you in the manner I should love you.
Love me enough to let me go.
Yeah. So, but again, it comes down to that person being honest, because, you know, here's a saying I've always said, because I hear women talk crazy a lot of times. Women love to say, all men are dogs, you know, and what I tend to say a lot of times is, dogs aren't born, dogs are made. In most scenarios, okay? Meaning that man did not have that kind of attitude or that thing about him. It was done because he is dealing with some hurt, or he failed to deal with some hurt of a woman in his past.
Yeah.
And so now, because he was hurt by this woman in his past, now he treats a woman a certain way, or now he doesn't allow a woman to get close to him like that. Keep him at a distance, and he looks at them as just something to do instead of someone that may love them. You know, so in the same way, I just feel like you gotta be honest with the marriage. You know,
You do.
how do I view you? You know,
You got to be honest, and you have to, if you want to stay in it, you got to allow yourself time to heal.
right? So that person who's abusing you now, that may have not been their MO. You know, they may have not been like that. They didn't. That wasn't how they used to be. But because they're going through so much undealt with hurt, now they become that abusive person. I got one more question for you, and we're gonna wrap this up. So again, you have people who say, no matter what, you stay. Okay. You have people who say, if you caused the anger or what may have you, well, I'm gonna stay because I caused this. This is something I did. Here's another scenario, or something I hear a lot. Well, if I leave, that shows a lack of faith that God can change my situation. So in order to prove that I believe God can change this person, I'm gonna stay there no matter what. What do you say to that person who may have that thought in their head? Because it happens a lot.
You have a lot of people sleeping in their grave because they made that decision because of ignorance. Now, it just depends on how bad the situation is.
Okay.
I think it depends on how bad the situation is. How much are you willing to take?
Right.
How far are you willing to go with this? You know, there's questions that needs to be answered before you just say, well, I'm just going to stay no matter what. You know, and
because I believe God.
Will God still love you if you leave? Yes, he still love you. The man of God said he hate divorce, but he loved the people that get the divorce.
Absolutely.
So, you know, I think God would rather you live a long, satisfying life than live a life being tormented and battered, you know, by your spouse rather than to leave. And, you know, ignorance is powerful too.
It is very powerful.
It's very
Man,
powerful. And
so
when
much
you
I can
don't
go
know
into.
stuff, you know, that's why you just can't take people's word. You know, you got to know these things for yourself, especially something that important that could cause you your life.
Absolutely.
One more blow to the head to just take you out.
Yeah. And then what are you going to say then?
You don't have to stay there.
You don't.
And don't bring that baggage from the old relationship to a new relationship. Make sure you give yourself time to heal if you've been hurt or even if you've been abused.
Right.
Give yourself time to heal so you don't bring that baggage from that relationship into this relationship, which could be a very good thing, a very productive relationship. And because you failed to unload your suitcase, now you wearing the same garments.
Right. And so don't love somebody to death. Let me say that again.
Literally.
Don't love somebody to death, literally. There's so much we can get into, but we're running out of time because I would love. So here's the other thing I see. Like I'm gonna just touch on it real quick, and maybe we might just have to do a continuation or an uncut version. I don't know how we'll do it. Maybe we'll do it. But so there are people who get married. They have issues. They separate. And then they end up being alone the rest of their life because they are quote unquote trying to honor God. I only got one husband, and if I marry another one, then I'm committing sin against God. And so I would just say to those people, if you are going to stay married, why separate?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and then some have even got to the point where they separate, but now you refuse to open yourself up to new opportunities, and you end up being miserable and bitter, and that root of bitterness begins to dwell inside you. So did it really help? Are you really serving God or pleasing God in the way you live anyway? I mean, what's the point of you being separated, but you're staying married, but you're so bitter about life till you're sinning anyway? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, and the two things that people misunderstand the most is getting a divorce and a woman preaching.
Yeah.
Those are the two things that people fight about a whole lot and don't understand and operate in ignorance.
Absolutely. And it's a shame. We might have to do a part 2, but it's a shame because so now we have a generation and not so much this generation. See, this is touchy because you have people who give up immediately, which is wrong. Or it isn't in the best interest, but then you have people who stay too long, and the reason they stay too long is because some preacher done told them, or they say, well, my mom and my daddy stayed married and they stuck it out, but you don't know mama stuck it out because mama didn't have no place to go, and mama couldn't make money like you can make money nowadays. Things were different back in the 50s and 60s and 70s. Where women wasn't really empowered to have their own life. So it's so much to dive into, but we don't have any time. Listen, we're out of time. We got to go. Hope you enjoyed the talk on today. We might just have to do this again. All right. This is Church Boi and First Lady. We'll be right back.
You were for me, but God showed me better. Yeah.
I gave my trust, I gave my heart, believed in you right from the start. But promises fade and people can change.
still my faith in him will remain.
Yes, it will.
Yeah.
Yes, it will.
Oh, you thought I'd fall when you walked away, but I found strength in the words he said.
Providently, I was wrong about you caring for me. Evidently, I was wrong about you loving me. It's okay if you go ahead and leave.
Because if God be for me, you can't hurt me. Can't hurt me. Oh no, no. No, no, no. Can't hurt me. Oh no, 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 no.
I cried some tears, thought I was through, but grace stepped in and made me new. Your leaving showed me what I should have known. God's love's the rock I can stand on. He's not my joy, just tied to your face. Yeah, but his spirit fills all the empty space. Evidently, I was wrong about you caring for me. Evidently, I was wrong about you loving me. It's okay if you go ahead and leave. Because if God be for me, you can't hurt me. No weapon, no heartbreak, no leaving can stop me. No weapon, no heartbreak, no leaving can stop me. No weapon, no heartbreak, no leaving can stop me. No weapon, no heartbreak, no. Who can be against me? Nobody, nobody. When he's on my side. Nobody, nobody. Thought I needed you, but God set me free. If God be for me, who can be against me? Da da do, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh. Evidently, I was wrong about you caring for me. Evidently, I was wrong about you loving me. It's okay if you go ahead and leave. Because if God be for me, you can't hurt me. No, no.
All right. First Lady,
Yes, sir.
do I need to say it?
No.
What was I going to say? What was I going to say?
This was the best one yet.
You doggone right. This is absolutely the best one yet. And listen, I must admit, it felt good getting back on
Yes.
here.
Yes, I
having
agree.
open discussion, getting the praise on, talking, just doing what we do.
Yes, yes, yes.
Absolutely, absolutely. So listen, I'm going to leave you all with a thought, something to think about as we part. Listen, you are one decision away from a different direction. Let me say that again, because I think it was so simple that you missed it.
Mm-hmm.
You are one decision away from a different direction. People all the time always talking about, I wish my life was different, and if this happened, then this could happen, or if I was only a little bit younger, I would do this, or if I had a little bit more money, I would do this, or if I just had this. I'm like, listen, you are one decision away from a different direction. All the excuses that you're making right now comes down to you making a quality decision that you are not going to be in this same place that you're in right now. That's what it comes down to. What it really comes down to is, and I like to say this to our kids sometimes, and even to our church, are you tired of being tired? That's the question. Are you tired of being tired? When you get tired of being tired,
Make a move.
you will make a move. Speaking of divorce, when you're tired of being tired, you will make a move. Listen, don't allow anything in your life to hinder you. Don't allow your life to just be dictated by past mistakes or dictated by other people. Make a decision on your own. Take control of your life and watch what God do. All right. On behalf of First Lady, this is Church Boy. This is the Church Boy and First Lady show. You want to do the honors?
I think it fits you very well.
It fits me well. Okay.